Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, beautiful people. How are you guys doing today? So my name is Francine, and this is my channel, The Hermetic Herald. I wanted to come on here to actually talk more about a variety of subjects. So I have a number of readings that are going to be coming out soon, but I wanted to touch base on this particular video with a number of people in the political arena. So you guys are probably hearing every now and then about the presidential candidates, and we have an election that's coming up. So I wanted to see and touch base with some major people involved in politics, some politicians, and also some activists, some speakers. And when I say that, I mean only a couple. I don't want to, it's a lot to take in just for one person. So I do want to just maybe focus in on two people in particular today. We have, interesting, I was gonna say what I heard, which was for the Seven of Pentacles. When I looked at that card, I heard like long-standing citizens or upstanding citizens. So I'm feeling like this energy of someone who's been around for quite some time. So older politicians are coming up. Let's start out with someone I have been noticing on social media and also on my feed. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I'd like to touch base with Candace Owens. So Candace Owens, I don't know a lot. I know a little bit about her. She has been someone who has been very vocal in a number of huge topics that were up for debate for quite some time, recently at least. And I want to touch base with her energy because she's been coming up for a reason on my feed. I feel like whenever I accidentally get something, I'm like looking at it like, why did that come through? And I feel like, I should mention her. I believe she was trying to get into, I think a bit ago, into possibly becoming a presidential candidate. And I think she decided not to do that. So I don't know what it was that discouraged her from doing that. If you guys know, please comment below. I just know that she was considering it, or at least being in some part, having some part to play in the presidency. So let's look into Candace Owens. Spirit team, please give me an overall energy for Candace Owens as of today, January 23rd, 2024. What is her overall energy? What is Candace Owens' overall energy? Wowzers. Okay. Candace Owens' overall energy. Okay, interesting. So I'm getting the word psychic strength. Let's keep going. I'm hearing a lot of things. I'm hearing sperm donor, which is really odd to hear. Just interesting. Okay. Let's just start off with that. Let's see what happens. So overall energy is going to paint a picture of where this is going to go. Okay, where is my spirit team and hers, if they're interested even in this? Where are they going to take us? Let's start off with the first card that flipped out. This wanted to be first. The Nine of Swords is typically the energy of worrying. It's about, I'm hearing outcasted. So she feels outcasted in some regard. She worries. She stays up at night thinking about something in particular that really bothers her deeply. So she has the energy of someone who, and I'm hearing spotlight on pain. I feel like she has like a spotlight in her mind, like, interesting. I'm just hearing a lot of things for Candace. Ooh, her mind is like racing. Like, I feel like any person who's like cerebral tends to give me this energy. It's someone that just has a lot of thoughts going in their mind. There's orbs. And I'm just hearing spotlight of pain. I feel like she has so many things that she's pained by. There's a lot of things that pain her in the public eye. Okay. Nine of Swords is usually about worry. It's about staying up at night. Okay. We have the Six of Cups. What's interesting is the Six of Cups came out, flipped, and then it went back down. So there's something about that not being very clear, or it being hidden in some way. So it flipped over. Six of Cups is typically about soulmate relationships. It's about feeling nostalgic in a way. We have the Eight of Swords as well. So we have two swords. She's really going through some mental torment in some way. And she's pained by something. We also have the Fool. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles, the Judgment card. Interesting. And the Two of Wands. Wow, she's waiting for change. She's waiting for change to come. It really pains her. I feel like she's always feeling like she's getting new titles, meaning like she's one thing and then she needs to become another. So like, for instance, I know that she's a mother. It's like, I'm a mother and I have to be an activist and I have to be this and I have to be that in order to help so many people. So there's some pain that she has, personal pain and sorrow with regards to life. She has a lot of thoughts about life too. I'm hearing short journey, or seeing this card that says short journey. Excuse my language. Sometimes I'm like hearing things and trying to also convey it to you guys so you understand. Look at this, guys. Vulture. It says depression, anxiety, and worry that someone's against you. She's worried that someone's against her. So I feel like she feels really cautious. She's very careful with people because she feels like she's being attacked. And I mean, she is in the public eye. When you're in the public eye and you take on strong stances, you tend to I'm hearing come on, or like, I'm hearing come on. Interesting. I don't know if someone's saying come on. Oh, come on. That's interesting to hear. Because it's interjecting while I'm talking. Involvement with the law. So there's something with regards to the law that's really giving her some grief. But they're also in the midst of the grief, there are opportunities for her to have prosperity and abundance. Her spirit team and her ancestors are telling her, you're good. Despite all of the worry that you have about someone being against you, we're behind you. And you're protected from negative forces beyond your control. So she is extremely protected. Nest. This says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So her family, which is why I think the Ten of Pentacles was here. Family and nest, that means a lot to her. Family takes a big role in her life, and it protects her. So she's protected by her ancestry. I'm hearing Italian and German, so I don't know if she has like someone down the line that's Italian and German, but her ancestry is coming up, like way down. We also have here too much concern with sexual matters. Interesting. Why is the rabbit here? I just want to understand. Why is too much concern with sexual matters here? Okay, sexual purity is what I'm hearing. And it says you should accept valid criticism for that card. Oh. And then we have good advice from a wise friend. Dark woman, personal sorrow, hard work ahead. Interesting. And then we have one more, good news. Wow. So there's someone here. Interesting. There's someone here that's an older woman that's trying to tell Candace, look, I know how you feel about sexual matters, about your thoughts on sexual purity, on your topics at hand, but you need to listen to me. And someone's trying to give her wise advice. They could be dark as well, like dark in her complexion, because usually the dark woman could either be someone that has dark hair or dark skin. So it feels as though they're trying to give her good advice. They're telling her, you know, the personal sorrow you feel for that, because it seems to be coming up in this reading, the personal sorrow you feel about it. And she had someone or something happen in November that was very significant for her, that was really important for her. It leveled her up. So something about November, and like the fact that since then, right, someone might have told her something in November, something might have happened in November, but regardless, there was someone, a wise person, a wise friend, that gave her some really good advice in regards to how she addresses sexual purity, sexual matters in the public. Okay, she has some great personal sorrow towards that topic or subject, but there's some hard work ahead for her on that end. The good news is that she's protected. The good news is that she can present that information, but she just needs to be careful of how. There's something about someone telling her that. It was an older woman, and I hope she listens to them. They seem like they're a very, very smart person. She seems very smart and cerebral, just from conversations that I've heard about her. But I just want to like make sure that I talk about this person. This person really admires her and protects her. This is a protector. This is someone, and I'm hearing like, you know, the dog in a fight, like the person that like really has your back, who wants to see her succeed, is trying to assist her in this reading. So yeah, she has family on her mind. Family is very important to her. It could be travel as well. I feel like she's speaking out about family matters, and that's what really is like coming through in this reading. Looking and surveying the landscape, like how life is outside of her, and she feels personal sorrow about it. So there's something karmic about her energy, like her being involved in this. She is, so to speak, she is like the gavel for the community or for people. And I feel like she takes personal sorrow because it really is like confusing to her. There's something that's like kind of messing with her mentally, and this is something that could be like a worry on her. The worry can make her feel stuck, and there's a need for her to move forward and to be free, set free from something. So what is the Eight of Swords here for? Because the energy is like past, and it's like the energy of like going back to the past a lot. You go back to the past because you just love the past so much, but then it, you know, there's an energy of like being confused, being muddled. Yeah, look at that, the Devil and the Moon. Okay, so to clarify the Eight of Swords, we have the Devil and the Moon. What does that look like to you guys? She tries to close her eyes, or tries to like, she feels stuck and conflicted with the things that are around her. She feels like she can't look at it. Yeah, she finds conflict with the way things are in regards to sexual matters. It's like the Devil to her, the Moon. It's done in secret. She can't, she really tries to avoid the Devil energy. Avoid like secretive energies, like people that do things in secret, taboo type energy. And she finds fault with it, and she has a lot of like, Five of Wands is typically you fight with it. It's about differing opinions, differing belief systems here. So what else do you want to tell us? Because I feel like that's not new. Eight of Cups, moving on to something emotionally fulfilling. Interesting. Okay. King of Wands, sexualization, or like just the King of Wands in reverse is a very destabilized energy as well. I remembered back in the day when I did a reading on Joe Biden. I don't know if you guys have watched that. I would recommend watching it. He got the King of Wands in reverse. That's someone who's destabilized, someone who is being authoritative, but they're also coming from a place of selfishness, or like coming from a place of like control, extreme control. And I feel like somehow that's involving this. So she feels like the Devil energy is surrounding her, and she doesn't know who to trust. She feels cornered by the Devil energy, and she's being very protective of herself at this time. And it's likely because she has something that she doesn't want to be, it's like, I'm getting the picture of spoiled milk. She doesn't want to like have something that she pours out to people that aren't going to take care of it, or to really, it's like she wants to keep something pure. And she feels like it's hard to do that when so many people around her are in the Devil energy. Interesting. She might have a hard time speaking to some people. She may speak out in public spaces, but I feel like she has a hard time trusting people. We have your new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up for her. Persevere and you will overcome problems. A stubborn, aggressive person. I feel like Biden is a stubborn, aggressive person in this relationship and in this thing, because I feel like that's coming through. Whenever my throat does that, usually the person's not speaking about something. I don't know if she has some information that she's not speaking about. Interesting. Don't worry, Candace, if you're watching this by some interesting chance here. You're worrying over nothing. You're very greatly protected, and it feels like whoever has got you in this Eight of Swords are feeling stuck, conflicted, confused, because your hands are tied. I'm getting Biden energy. What is it about Biden that has you tied, is my question, because his energy is coming up. Someone battling principalities. So I'm getting the energy of like people who are against you. I think she feels like she has so many people against her. Position of authority. Money will come to you though. In February, there's going to be some money that's coming to you, Candace, and I feel like you should be aware of that, because specifically, like a new opportunity is coming to you, new job, new career. I'm hearing red pill. Your energy is really intense. It feels like the people around you are protective of you, like very, very protective. Like your family members, they're always giving to you. You have a position of authority. You need to just keep your guard up, keep your focus set on what you're doing, and before you know it, something's going to come to you. You see how my voice cleared out there? There was something about this card here that really affected how I explained it. This reading is so interesting. I heard prepaid. So I don't know if there's something prepaid that you should be aware of that's coming to you, like someone's going to give you a call from another country, or this is prepaid in the sense of like you getting something or receiving a gift. You know, Ace of Swords is usually about clarity and about something coming to you. There's a gift coming to you. You're going to have an opportunity to speak on something that breaks your heart. Okay. Three of Swords in reverse. There's so much to talk about, it's unreal. Alright. When someone has a lot going on mentally, I usually have to I have to sit here and think about it a little bit more. The number 4 is significant. Okay. You're going to have the leadership. There's something that you're going to be taking on that's like a leadership role, and you're not expecting it. And it's going to be something in regards to law. Okay. Just want to say that before I move on. But Spirit is just really talking about just your state of being, Candace's state of being, and how she's kind of like really trying to be careful with the people around her and who's around her, why they're there, if she can trust them, if they're really truly there for her good, or if they're there to try to use or abuse her, or try to mess with her money as well, financial matters, danger. So just be careful with your money. As long as you're focusing on creating a nest egg, is what I'm hearing, you're going to be fine. Alright, what else, Spirit? We have peace and harmony. Peace and harmony here. Wow, let's clear the board, clear the table here. So February is very significant for Candace. She needs to just be careful with the people surrounding her. I see that she gets stuck in the energy of like being conflicted or confused, or feeling muddled because of other people around her that she can't trust. She just has to continue to move forward towards what's more fulfilling to her, and the opportunity is already knocking on her door. It's going to be knocking by February. Is there anything that her spirit team would like to say? Anything else? I'm hearing Powell, so I don't know why that's coming through. Engage. Engaged. What is Candace Owens in external? How does she project herself? Yeah, she's very protective of what's hers, very secretive. What can you tell us about her external nature, like how she projects herself in the media? What about that? Like, what is her energy with regards to how she presents herself on the outside? We have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the High Priestess. So usually the Ace of Pentacles is about seizing an opportunity and being very intuitive about it. She's very intuitive when she walks or operates in something. Very interesting how her energy is coming through. We have Three of Pentacles, we have a Knight of Pentacles, and we have a Ten of Wands. She takes a lot of burdens on her shoulders. Ten of Wands is notorious for that. She's very slow and steady. She'd rather play the waiting game and kind of just keep going little by little until she chips away at something. And doing it with a group of people. I feel like she's torn about something though that breaks her heart. Very intuitive. What's her true self though? Like her internal energy. Like who is she internally? What are some attributes with her? She is very progressive, even if people don't consider that to be progressive. Spiritually, she is progressive in the sense of wanting to move out of indecision, wanting to move out of imbalanced energies around her, wanting to keep, it's like evolving, focusing on evolving as people, moving forward into calmer waters, clarifying things, having like black and white in some regards, like clarity on a situation or on topics at hand. And also addressing the devil, like seeing the devil clearly for what it is, rather than like hiding it, obscuring it. So clarity is what she really wants for, that's the type of person she is. The Magician and the Three of Pentacles, manifesting partnerships, wanting to connect people in some way, having partnerships with people. She really, despite what she may think, really loves engaging with people so that she can find partnerships and also have them think differently, to see things differently, and to come to some solution. It's more beneficial in that way of like finding what brings people together and bridging that gap between people is what I'm getting. The Hierophant, higher level thinking, religion as well, or like a sense of hierarchy. Looking to a source or looking to some form of hierarchy, like some figure. Usually this is depicted by the Pope, and what's weird is that it's Taurus energy as well. Taurus is significant for this card. Yeah, that's all her. Totally. Queen of Swords and the Hermit. Hermit's about insights, spiritual insights and clarity, communicating things very succinctly, not with as much emotion as it is like facts. Yeah, so that's her energy. Let's keep going. What can we say is her trajectory when it comes to her future prospects? What is her trajectory? Let's see. The Sun. I'm hearing exposure. She's just going to get bigger and bigger. Okay. Exposure, joy, transitioning. Interesting. We have the World, the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, the Moon, and the Eight of Swords. Damn. So she's going to experience cutting ties a lot, if she's not already feeling that. People are going to cut ties with her for various reasons. It's going to break her heart, disappoint her, because the person that she thought these people were are not who they are. She's going to begin to get a little hard-hearted in a sense, where people that really disappointed her, that really made her feel like, wow, I'm split. This person seemed to be this way, but then now I'm seeing their actions don't match up, or their ideologies don't match up with what I believe and what I feel. She's going to feel really split with people. And I feel like it's because she's going to start seeing things about people, and that's intentional. You're going to start seeing the people that you thought were in your corner, not in your corner. Because there's something about when you expose something or you start going deeper into someone's life, they begin to show you things. Something like that, where she's transitioning into a lot of exposure. Some of the people that are closest to her are going to break her heart. Something about them and their ideologies or what they're doing behind closed doors. She's going to find out, because I see the Five of Pentacles that's usually being left out in the dark, and the Empress and the Judgment card. That tells me that she's going to find out a lot of things, and I feel like she's going to also be like cornered. I'm hearing cornered, or like energetically people are going to start to isolate from her, but she's going to remain abundant without them. That's the thing. When you're protected beyond negative forces, nothing can harm you. So there's this energy of just her being protected, despite all of the times people will begin, if they haven't already, isolating her. She will be isolated for something, and the ideology that she has in something is going to affect her relationships going forward. It's going to be obvious. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, of course one person's going to do that. No, it's going to be obvious. Something started in 2023. I don't know if it was November of 2023 because November came up, but I feel like she's going to be happier soon in February. I feel like she needs to look out for what comes in for February. It's going to be really exciting. I just feel like something's shifting for her, and I felt like getting these cards. They're trying to tell her a new start's coming. All of the people that fall by the wayside are intentional. If they fall by the wayside, let them. Regeneration means she's starting up something completely new. The fates and all that glitters isn't gold. What she thought she was going to do or continue to do, she may be orphaned from doing that. And people are going to talk about, I think she's going to be coming up in conversation more, but she just needs to be flexible. Being flexible will be very helpful and beneficial primarily. Taurus energy is typically pretty set in their ways, in the sense of like comfort, and that's just one thing, right? Everyone has like multiple things in their chart, influences that affect that, your family's influences, your parents' signs and such. So you can't say all Tauruses do this, but definitely that's one thing. Comfortability, family really matters. We have truth be told, go the distance, and poised. Yeah, you're going to see the truth, Candace. Candace is going to see the truth about some people. It's going to break her heart. There's some things that she's been tied about. Like literally someone's done, like either she knows someone's done something, knows what they are all about now and didn't know that before, and maybe encouraged or felt like an alliance of some sort with someone, and then she's going to find out that they're doing some weird shady stuff, and she's just going to be like, well, what the hell do I do about that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. That sucks. But you find things out later. It's not like, and I'm hearing tres leches. I don't know if this person likes tres leches or why that is coming to mind. They might be of a background where they're from the Caribbean, or from South America. I don't know why I get whatever it is that helps me. Manila is also significant. Yeah, Lovers is coming through. What about love, Spirit? An exciting event is happening for her love. Like love or her partnership. Something exciting is going to be going on in that regard for her family. Maybe they're working on something together, a partnership of some sort on something, to help like defend their family or to protect their family in some way. It could be financially, like doing something. If they're not already partnered up doing something together, there may be an opportunity to do something like that soon. Hearing the 26th is significant. Oh. And there's interesting energy, always. Everyone's so different. Okay. So her trajectory is just revealing things about her friend group. Is there anything politically that we can expect for Candace? Yeah, moving away from those people, taking ownership and leading something, getting the support from people. Could be a specific earth sign or an Aries. And manifesting something, clarity, like sharing something. She's going to be in her head about and afraid, but don't worry about it. Yeah, she's going to say something she should have said, and that's going to be really good for her. Say it. Don't hold back from saying it anymore. I'm hearing placeholder. There's no place, other place. I don't know why I'm getting that. There's no other place. This is the time, this is the place. Just do it. Okay? Tower is going to fall. So she has some intel. Okay, got it. Talk about it. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about that? Look at that. No. It's secret. It's hidden. Four of Pentacles. It's something that people... Okay, so she's been holding on to something that she's known, and she's been working on it. Not trying to ruin it for anyone, but it seems as though she's going to say it, and she knows a lot about this thing. She's holding back, so I can't talk about it maybe, because that's what it feels like. It feels like it's like at the right appointed time she will share that information with you guys. It could have been something that she's been holding off on this, and it could have been 3 months ago something happened, or she was told something, and that would line up. December, January, February. If something big happens in February, it might just be because she's preparing it. Yeah, it's going to be very healing. It's going to be very exposing, damning for somebody, and you're going to look at them differently. I'm hearing Matt Walsh. I can't lie. I'm hearing Matt Walsh. 5 of Cups, which is usually something really sad. It's going to cause a lot of sadness to people. It's going to be disturbing as hell. It's something about her having other people on her team, like, helping her through this. So that this older woman that we talked about earlier, I feel like is involved with this as well. Could be a dark woman, could just be Candace, but this person's an older woman that gave her some advice, and it really helped her. It might have been advice to push forward with telling people about something. Alright. I know there are people out there, you know, that don't agree or believe in what I do here, but I feel like regardless, there's objective truth, and if it lines up with what's going on, it is what it is. Transitioning, traveling. I keep hearing Manila. Is there anything else here? She's going to be involved with some big transition that we're going to be doing, or that's going to be happening globally. She's going to be defending something. It's intuitive. It's all intuitive. Something she thinks it should be clear. We have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Cups. She was hesitant to do this, and I think it was because of either like family, like her having to focus on her family, but there's something that she's been really like in her heart knows she needs to do. It's something she's very passionate about, but she's been unsure about because of either her marriage, like her relationship, and focusing on that, focusing on her family. But it's meant for her. It's meant for her to focus on something specific here. It will provide balance to the world in some way. What is her trajectory? Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, studying this new craft or focusing on this new skill. It's going to be really, really good for her. It could be about children. It could have something to do with a Leo specifically. It's going to be exposure. She's exposing something. This could be with regards to like people that do terrible things to children, that kind of thing. Something's coming up about that one. I don't know if she was added on a team for something, like she's gonna help with something and she feels really strongly about it. It could be involving like children, little like boys specifically, or just children in general and families. Lies that were told, or doing something secretly to help them find balance. There's so much information here, balancing the scales and with regards to like justice for people that have done something shady or juggling multiple things, offenses as well. I'm hearing their day of reckoning. So she's going to be helping get people like that are doing some really crappy or shady things talking about it. Okay, I feel like I said that already. Did I say that a lot? I'm sorry. Anyways, let's keep moving. I just keep hearing ho. I don't know why I'm getting certain words. It just doesn't make sense to me, but maybe it's supposed to make sense to her when she sees it, or if she sees this. I'm hearing expiring. It's expiring. She's affecting people in a big way. Something about hoes expiring. Is there anything you'd like to say? Look at that. A wish is granted. Her wish is going to be granted. Whatever her wish is regarding hoes. Alright. And then we have triumph over troubles and obstacles. And then we also have opportunities are waiting for you. And then we have hidden secrets can harm you. Don't hold those secrets. I'm hearing sugar. Feeling tied down or frustrated. I don't know if there's someone that calls her sugar that she feels tied down or frustrated by. It could also just mean that sugar, you know how it erodes your teeth? I feel like something like someone's karma is coming. So she's a part of getting someone karmic balance or karmic retribution for what they've done. And it's time. It's time for her to say something. whoever this is. And then also it says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Yeah, something feels a little bit empty, and it's because she needs to take on something. We have younger man. Okay, you will be shown the way, Candace. Temporary problems and misunderstandings. You're going to receive the help that you need, and you're going to be wiser at the end of it. You're on the right path. Your new creative ideas and fresh start is a good idea. And then someone is going out of your life, those people. They're bringing them up here. So politically, there's some people that are really stubborn that will not change, and there's no point in trying to warn them ahead of time, because they have what's coming to them. They're gonna get what's coming to them, is what I'm hearing. Temporary problems will be resolved. So that's what I have for Candace Owens as of now. I may have to come back for the rest, but I will leave you with that, and I'll see you then. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Francine, and this is my channel, the Hermetic Herald, here for a continuation to the channeled message and also to the tarot reading that I had for Candace Owens. So I feel like with every person, everyone's different. When I look at their energies, I typically, depending on the day, get more information or less. And I feel like with Candace, I had to split it up. I felt that intuitively. I was going to get more of like the information and insight on something that was coming to her in February, and I feel like I can then now today on the 25th of January continue on into the next segment. So the next segment's going to be more so on her love, and it's also going to be on what we can expect from her trajectory in general as well. So let's get into it. Ooh, something wants to come out. 1 second. We had the stack come out, so I wanted to use these cards as well. Something shifted with her energy. I think every day we have something that comes up. There's topics depending on the time and the day of the event. So King of Wands came in first. So King of Wands energy is typically like a very determined person. We have the Fool in reverse. Usually the Fool energy is someone who's starting up or something that's beginning. You know, it's like a new adventure awaits you. We also have here the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. And we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse as well. A lot of reversals in the Eight of Swords. We had the Eight of Swords come out for her not yesterday, but the time that I did it, which is about a day or two ago. So let's tune in. If you guys are new here, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, thank you for all the love and support. And also, if you like this video so far, like what you've learned from this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. That means a lot. It means a whole lot to this channel and to its growth. Let's keep going. I'm hearing interruptions, so I feel like this information is getting interrupted for a reason. When I asked for you guys to like, share, and subscribe, these two cards really stood out to me in here, and it's the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Now, some of these are upside down for some reason. Okay, so she's feeling... Candace, when I look at this energy, it feels like she's trying to push past some really strong, oppressive forces. We're not even starting on love yet, and not even on career. Like, we're not continuing. We're looking at what cards wanted to come through first. There's a message here for us. So Candace is dealing with some oppressive forces that are trying to hold her back. This is someone long-term. This is someone she's had some time with. This is someone she's in a partnership with. This could be career related, but she feels held back. Okay, let's look into that. What is the situation, Spirit Team, with regards to Candace? What is the situation? Okay, concern. Definitely concerned. What else is coming through, Spirit Team, for Candace Owens? With regards to the energy of feeling held back or feeling stuck in a contract. We have poverty. Poverty of what? Thief. Yeah, so she feels like opportunities, even though she's having a specific opportunity coming and knocking on her door, as a matter of fact, despite having all these opportunities, it feels like something has been stolen from her. She feels like there's something that she has to be a part of. So she feels forced in some way to go the long run, or to keep going, or to rely on another person. You can say, oh yeah, this could be your husband, because, you know, when you're married and you guys have agreed and have a contract, there's like a sense of like partnership, sticking together. This feels different. We have the main female card, imprisonment and community. She feels like she's stuck in some mold with regards to the community and how people see her. She feels stuck with you guys. So she feels like you guys have an understanding of her, or a function. You guys feel like she's a function, a certain function within society, and she should stay in that function, stay in that bubble, stay in that way of operating. And this happens a lot in the industry, like music industry, with actors, actresses in Hollywood. This happens in every industry that I know of. People try to sometimes fit you somewhere, and then they get so accustomed to you being that person or being associated with something. Like with Kim, right? Kim Kardashian, for instance. She's associated with one thing that she did in her life, and that is how a lot of people know her. And even if they didn't know her, that about her at first, they still hold her to that reputation, to that esteem, you know, that past. So I feel like Candace has her own past that she's being held to, and held in some regard where she doesn't feel like she can move forward and to do what she wants to do, to flow. She feels like something was stolen from her, or something is being deprived of her because of her past and because of her dealings in certain conversations and certain settings. Let's keep going. What would you like to say? Because it feels like she's being excluded. Energetically, her spirit team is trying to talk about her being excluded. We have peace and harmony, wind chimes. You know, when you're sitting outside on your porch and someone has like their wind chimes, it really is good at calming you down. I feel like she has moments where she gets like really concerned and fearful, but then she calms down when she gets a moment to center, a moment to like just sit there. I feel like she gets those moments now as a mom. And I feel like that's very beneficial for her, because when she feels left out, it really affects her. We have happiness coming through, flowers and wind chimes. She's found contentment in this moment, in this time, where even if people don't want to see her outside of something, like for instance going into the presidential, like there's a lot of people that don't want to see Candace specifically operating in that capacity as someone in either the cabinet or someone that's like higher up, like the president's not higher up, but is one of the people that does impact your decisions and impacts a number of things. So I feel like she just will experience money coming to her, will experience a lot of riches coming to her, but there's something about the present moment. Position of authority. Let's keep going. February again. There's someone that she really should trust that we already talked about, but let's keep going because there's something else here. Why is poverty and thief here? Five of Cups. Isolation. Okay. So let's get into it. We had two cards, right? We had the Two of Swords. Feeling indecisive. And then we also had the Five of Wands. This is feeling like conflicted, or feeling like your beliefs are being attacked in some way. We have the Page of Swords. The Sun. The Six of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. She's gonna do it. She's in the long run, she's better off doing stuff herself. Independence is really good for her, for Candace. So going forward, they're trying to tell her, focus in on your independence, because that is where your bounty and your temperance, your balance comes from. Anything that makes her feel cornered or stuck or stiff is usually not beneficial. So she has a lot of joy and she has a lot behind her. She can do stuff on her own, but there's something about someone trying to force her hand and force her to take and replace the Ten of Pentacles, like her goals as far as like her legacy, her family, her generational wealth. They're wanting her to exchange it for something that's really tiring. It's really difficult. So it could be a role that someone's trying to put her in. We have 111 on the clock, 111. Putting her in situations where they want her to work with other people or utilize her advancements in society to their advantage. So I think she's smart enough to know not to do this, but they want you to know there are going to be people that are trying to pull at her energy to make her commit to something that she's not meant to do. She's better off as an independent than anything. And I feel like this card is for her. Joy. Yeah. She's meant to have a lot of joy, and I feel like there's just a lot of sadness and a lot of moments where she feels like stuck because of the people around her that want to use her for their benefit. Perception. Number 9. She's healing her perception of the world as well. Her worldview is shifting. We also have past, present, future. I feel like she kind of looks at the future a little too much. She is very aware and intuitive about the future. So listen to her when she says certain things about the future. She is on track with what's going on and how, like, as far as the trajectory goes, her spirit team is trying to say she's very discerning. So it's not even like I agree or disagree. It's more so what she's talking about is actually happening. Unlimited possibilities and struggle. She sees beyond what is happening in front of us. I'm hearing whirlpool. She gets herself in a whirlpool where she's just like, it could be whirlpool, like the actual like brands, like maybe she uses that and that's for some reason coming through, but whirlpool is like, she just feels like she's in the center and she's just going like every which way, trying to make change, trying to tell people to open up their eyes and to see the possibilities, and it's a struggle on her psyche. It's a struggle. So let's keep going. This was what they wanted to talk about before we started on love. Yeah, she just needs to integrate her experiences. Integration involves like sitting down with yourself. And I think family life, it helps her sit down a bit more to like to think about her moves and to allow herself to enjoy peace and harmony. I think as long as she has her family, she's good. Some people need friends and certain other individuals, but she feels like the energy of someone who really gets by with their family, and that's it. That's everything. Family is everything to her. So let's keep going. All right. Spirit team, what would you like to say about Candace Owens' love, her trajectory in love? We know that she's married, at least I'm aware, to George Farmer. But I just would like to look into her trajectory in love. Wow, she's gonna get pregnant again. Yeah, she's totally down for that. She is not defensive at all about it. I'm getting the 7 of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords, and then we also have the Ace of Cups. She loves doing it. She already has a plan for another one. Alright, a 4th child. Let's see. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Alright. King of Pentacles, 3 of Swords in reverse, and the 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay. We'll talk about this in a second. I just want to get an idea, and I'll tell you guys what I'm seeing here. Alright. Okay, so to start, let's get into this. This is a lot of information here. We have the Empress and the 7 of Wands in reverse. She is totally interested in being a mother to other children. She has no issue with that. The 7 of Wands is usually about being very, very stern, and she doesn't care what you say. It's more so like standing your ground extremely standing your ground, or it just means that you give up. But what it tells me at the end of the day between the two of them intuitively is that she wants to have another child. She is totally like has like a set idea of what she wants to do. She may be wanting to have 7 children specifically. So she's already on a trajectory where she's like, I want one every so often, or she already like has planned this with her husband. For some reason they want you guys to know, don't think she stopped just because she's had one. She's had 3 consecutively. She will continue to have them at the right time. They also are mentioning the 7 of Swords, which is about sneakiness. She just wants to like have them all one after the other. So she wants to like continue to have children, and she doesn't care what people say about that. She might even try to have them consecutively for 7 years, because there's something about 7 to her that matters. We also have the card Judgment, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Wands. So she doesn't know how to tell people. She's not really trying to tell people because she wants to protect these 4. Okay, there's 4 more that she wants to have. She feels like her soul is meant to have more, and she's very protective of it. So we had these 2 sideways, the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 Cups. What that tells me is that she doesn't want you guys to be wise about it, or none the wiser is what I feel. She wants to kind of preserve them and not talk about them too much. So someone might have told her maybe that's not the right move, and she doesn't care, and so she doesn't want to talk about them because of the negativity attached to some people, like trying to know her business and trying to harm her in some way. We all have enemies, okay? Just have to, it's like a part of life. Some people will just not like you no matter what. So 7 of Pentacles sideways tells me that she is consistently looking at her bounty, and it's 7, guys. So that's why I'm getting 7. It may sound crazy to some people, but I don't think it is. It just, they want to talk about that first. So they just wanted you guys to know, yeah, they're thinking about having these children consecutively, and they don't care. They've kind of relented to that because they feel like there's something about more. There's going to be more children emerging for them, okay? So let's get into more information and insight here. What else would you like to say about love? Because we know now about the children, but the Magician. So she has some exciting plans ahead for love. So she's going to be manifesting a lot of things with George. What is their trajectory between her and George Farmer? 2 of Cups in reverse. Let's talk about it. Some of these are upside down. Let's just see. Okay, what would you like to say about George? 4 of Pentacles, very protective of him. Very protective. Don't talk about her man. She does not like that. Death in reverse. When you see Death in reverse, it's like, yeah, interesting. Death in reverse typically is about not letting something end, okay? Because you have a commitment to this person. So in her heart, based on her energy, she does not want to end something with him. She just is interested in like, allowing something to continue on. Wheel of Fortune, because that is something that she's wanted for quite some time. She's not interested in isolation. She wants to integrate people, and including him in her life is so important. 6 of Swords. They're in the in-between in regards to wanting to one day retire and have some time with each other, to enjoy their retirement, to enjoy each other. I don't think they've had a lot of time. They are in a very turbulent cycle in life because of the exposure that she has. She does a lot for work. So they're trying to say, like, yeah, in distant horizons, she'd like to settle down, in the sense of settling down with him and the family, and then kind of living a more of a peaceful existence. Right now, it's kind of turbulent. So their trajectory is for, with the Hermit in reverse, typically Hermit is about like deep spiritual insights. They might just have a lot of insights that they want to share, and they're going to be exposing a lot of things. That's what it feels like. With regards to love, they're mostly focused on their pentacles, their career path, and on working together. Tower at the bottom in reverse. So they're going to have a lot of uphill battles. They're going to have a lot of difficulties, but it's going to bring them prosperity and happiness. It's going to be long. They're doing this for the long term, the long haul, and they know that. This is not news to them. They're standing their ground against offenses. They're carrying quite a heavy burden on themselves, having their children and then also dealing with what they're dealing with. 2 of Cups in reverse it kind of affects the relationship, but they're strong enough to not let it break them, it seems. Why is it 2 of Cups in reverse? Okay, we had one card come out. That was the 7 of Swords. We also have the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the 7 of Swords, which is typically about running away from a situation or deceit. Knight of Cups is here. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Damn. Okay, so there's something going on in their marriage, okay? I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Let's get into it. Why is the 2 of Cups here, Spirit? What don't we know? Community, right? We have community coming through, number 39. Family room. Yeah, people are so involved in their life. How do you not have issues? I mean, you guys are getting a lot of insight about their family, and it's kind of exposing for their family. distant horizons. They do want to have that peace and that quiet. Imprisonment, great fortune, official person. Yeah, we know about them being official people, so it's like you can expect that people are going, oh wow, marriage. So I consider that to be a sign to move into these. What do we not know about them? What's the tea on that, on the relationship? Just like an idea and understanding, because people show things one way and then it's not truly what's going on, and that's a part of being real with people. You have to be real about all aspects. So there's changes in your life. Take care, there will be a loss of material wealth. So wealth is something that they do tend to talk about a lot. Their concern is about losing their money in some way. September is significant. I'm not sure if one of them is a Virgo, or September is just a significant month. We have bird flying, news is on the way, and diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So it seems this energy is reminding me of a 501c3 type situation where you rely on people's gifts monetarily in order to run. And I feel like something about them needing a gift. They're really focusing on a gift that will help their family or help. August, September is significant. Something in the summer is going to be coming to them that's going to be very beautiful for them. It's going to be a transition for them. Yeah. I'm hearing geese. I feel like they're just multiplying. Like, that's why I feel like she wants a lot of children. I feel like they're meant to have a big family and they need something to run. Like, they need some monetary assistance. Not like welfare guys, but more like the support of other people. There's tense fear, worries, and tense situations. An announcement. They're going to be making an announcement that's better for their family. It's better for their situation financially. This is what they need to do. September is significant. They may be talking about this in September, like making a final decision. Period of prosperity and abundance. So we had something significant coming in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 6-7 months after, you're going to hear something after that. So in September, man, teapot, carriage. So her husband is going to be partnering with someone really big, someone that's really impactful to his life, or someone who he has like a deep friendship with. So there's a person that they're connected to that's going to be guiding them through some temporary issues that they have, maybe with another person. I'm hearing offspring. Maybe has an issue with offspring or with them. With their offspring. Could be someone that doesn't like the relationship that they have, George and Candace. We have 2 cards. Okay, 1 second. So we have someone who is against you. So someone working against you behind your back. So this is that person. Great happiness, and someone is leaving your life. This person's leaving their life. So whoever this person was that was causing temporary problems is leaving, and it's going to be ushering them into this new relationship with this person who has a deep friendship with George. So they're going to be having some kind of like, I'm hearing trade-off, or like have some agreement. For some reason, that's going to help their love life, okay? That'll help them settle down faster. They may have been holding back from continuing as quickly as they wanted to. Meaning she had 3 consecutive children, they both did, but maybe they are taking some time in between now. But they do want to have these children quite quickly. Just letting you guys know. Okay, so 4 more it seems. Okay, let's keep going. Spirit team, what else do you want to say? Are they meant or fated to last? I'm hearing concession. We have 9 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. Then we also have the 2 of Wands. And then we have the Sun in reverse and the Star in reverse. Are they fated to last, Spirit? One more card from another deck. They're fated to last. The only thing about this is they have to be careful because it seems like they're not going in accordance with their destiny. It seems like they're basically poised to stay and stand the test of time, the trials that come with it. But I feel like they're going to go through a lot of deep darkness, like darkness in their relationship. They may have like moments of unhealed trauma, wounds that are going to persist for quite some time. It's not going to go away, or like they're not going to address it as quickly, for various reasons. They may have a period where they're a dry period or dry spell in life where they don't feel quite as emotionally involved with each other. They try to keep that alive. I understand that with the Nine of Wands. They're wanting to keep and hold on to that love and that interest and all of that. And that's great. There's a commitment here. So you're going to keep going and persist despite whatever happens. So it feels like that energy of holding on to something with all of your might. But they may have a temptation to look elsewhere. They may end up distant from each other, meaning he may be in another country, or he may be back in England, or doing other things, and they may not see each other quite as often as they want to. Something about distance coming between them, and then them having to deal with a sadness that comes over them. And it also could just be the climate that he's going to be in, like just being in a very dark area, like, you know, with like in England it's a lot darker, vitamin D is lacking. So if she does end up moving with him, for instance, back there for some reason, or going between, it will affect the emotions and how they feel. But they're poised to look at all the things that are not all that, like, you know, the chemistry, the certain things they know about them, about each other. The love that they have is deep. They do know that they love each other, and they're willing to go the distance. The fates and higher power say that it's going to continue. It's just that they're going to have some moments where they're not listening to certain things that are being told to them about their healing process. Like, you guys need to address this. There may be something that integrally one of them has an issue with that they cannot agree on with regards to like foundational beliefs. Some foundational things will come up. And it's kind of denying your feelings, you know, denying yourself in some form. So why is the star here? Can you please clarify what that means? Their intuition, not listening to their intuition. One of them is going to have like an intuitive nudging for something foundational, and one's not going to agree. And I can't help but look at that. Like, there's something nearby me, like on my blinds, it says warning, and I feel like it's a warning for them. Eight of Swords. Four of Pentacles again. How many Four of Pentacles? This relationship is locked down energetically, which I understand. Four of Pentacles, though, means that there's secrets between them. A lot of secrets. Knight of Wands, the Hermit, and the Ten of Swords. They're gonna learn big lessons and have deep spiritual insights, but it's gonna come out a lot of frustration and a lot of negativity about this foundational belief. They're gonna get there. Someone is so stiff in this relationship. Like, it's like intuitive too. Like, it's something you know deep down, your conscience is telling you, but they're just gonna hold on to, like, either George has some kind of belief that's really set in stone, and it's basically like, yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna release it. I'm not gonna take it away. I'm not gonna allow myself to distance from something that I do integrally. And it's like, you know you're supposed to, but you're just so stuck on something. It's something specific, like it's like one of those four pillars. It's like a pillar for him of truth or something like that. One or the other, either George or her, but I feel like it's George. Three of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, there's times where it's just going to be really tired. Very tiring. This energy is very tiring. Gives me a headache, and it's really just because of their energy. It's like the headache is coming from a place of distance from your intuitive nudgings and trying to do something cerebrally all the time, when in reality it's more of an intuitive thing. It's not quite as difficult as it needs to be. And someone in this, between the two, needs to drink more water desperately, because it's like the lack of fluids and such will give you a headache. I'm not sure if one of them deals with headaches a lot. Interesting. To the Sea. Yeah, they need to clean up their emotional health. Something about their emotions. Someone here is stunted or feels like the other is disapproving of their emotions, and it feels like this person is holding back from their intuitive nudgings, and this feels like Candace. As a mother as well, I feel like there's certain things that you're intuitively being told that you should listen to. And I feel like she has to fight for certain topics or certain feelings that she has with George, and it feels like he just doesn't get it, and therefore it doesn't exist, or it shouldn't exist. And that's an issue. Clean it up, because because that's necessary. You need to allow yourself to address certain emotional things and not just dismiss them, because they will come up, they will flare up casually is what I'm hearing. And yeah, there's something about it helping her happiness and her well-being, so do it for her. Not just believe everything, but just definitely, I'm hearing Ursula. Sometimes she may feel like Ursula, or feel like she's lowering her standards in some way because she's letting him dictate something that she feels like she needs to do. And sometimes it feels as though he may say to her, hey, you know, just focus on your work, keep going, and kind of push her to do that, but then ignoring certain aspects of her emotional health and regulation. It will be resolved though. Problems to be resolved. They'll find a way through it, but man, what a pain and what a headache it will be in the meantime. Yeah, fair woman. I don't know if it's George's mom or something is involved in this. Like she talks to his mom to help her through it. Sorrow over a loss. There may be a loss in July for one of the two of them. I don't know if one of their parents is sick, or if her father is not doing well. I feel like there's something here about two people, a fair woman and a dark man. Some relationships, maybe like trauma surrounding a relationship with someone in their past. Could be a family issue. Some family karma is coming up for these two. They just need to be aware of like family, certain things that they believed. The devil and I'm hearing the devil in the details. There's certain details about how they operate and how it relates to their family. Two people in particular are significant. One on Candace's side, a male, and then one on George's side, a female. They're going through a major transition. They're about to be more in the public eye than ever. I can see that happening for sure. 100%. Alright, with regards to love, they're going to persist. It's just going to be a lot about cleaning it up to the sea, clean that shit up between worlds. In order to transition, there's something they need to get through. Okay. And I feel like there's more. Oh my gosh. If I were getting paid for this, just for them, I would definitely go into depth. I feel like there's only so much I can do publicly. And that's because their spirit team doesn't want that, you know? Too much stuff out there. It depends. If they're not listening to them, they're like, hey, I gotta say it. So discord amongst friends and family, fair man. So George is having an issue with a male. Someone he had a friendship with at one point. They want you guys to be aware of that. Expect some things to come out about that. They need to clean that relationship up. It's causing him great personal sorrow. It might be someone he really looked up to, or someone he respected a lot that has not been doing their due diligence, is what I'm hearing. Regain. I'm hearing regain sadness. It's like a sad thing for him off and on to deal with. He's really sorry or sad for what's going on with this person. It's been quite a karmic journey with this person. What would you like to tell him? It's a short journey. Don't delude yourself that they're going to change. Something will happen in May. You're going to have to make a choice to put your family first and to listen to Candace. She said this about this person. And then also don't be stubborn. Hearing someone else's name, James, but don't be stubborn, okay? Don't be stubborn. She's trying to help you. Yeah, there's some issues with a friend or family member that she's been talking to him about. Alright. When am I not talking about it is what I'm hearing. So someone's feeling like they always do that. Maybe she's going to see this. Pleasure with a close friend. A close friend here is coming through. And I'm hearing I don't give a fuck. And then problems to be resolved. Kind of leaving someone off. There's someone you used to have a lot of pleasure with, or George specifically had a lot of love for and used to spend time with, and now it's like you don't even care anymore. You're gonna get better, you're gonna feel better. Reciprocity is necessary, okay? There's too many foundational beliefs that aren't aligned. Alright. So I'm thinking that Spirit is telling me I need to pause for my camera, so I'll be right back. Hey everyone, so we're back. Let's continue. I gave my camera enough time here, so let's keep going. Wow, there's a lot of information. It's just like a flurry in my head. So let's keep going and get into career. What is her trajectory for her career path? For Candace Owens career path. That is the Four of Cups. Okay, let's keep going. Four of Cups is typically the element of surprise. Just saying what comes to you, like someone, some issue comes to your door. Oh, that is something I really care about talking about it. That type of energy is coming through. And just saying her piece and moving on. So she's going to be doing that a lot more. It's going to be damning for people because it's like, it's a sense, in a sense, a form of judgment for people when you say something so strongly, especially if you already have trusted the person's advice prior. I think she's going to have certain things that she finds very strongly, like she's very strongly opinionated on before she intuitively feels her way through it. Meaning, I don't know why exactly I feel this way about it yet. I don't know all of the ins and outs of where this anger and this passion comes from sometimes. But it's like, intuitively, she's going to find a reason for it and then strengthen her stance on it. Yeah, she's just going to have a passion about it. And we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Usually that's about finding something more emotionally appealing, but in the reverse, it means that she's constantly staying put and getting better into finding out why she feels so strongly about something and then finding an opportunity knocking at her door. So expect her to have more opportunities coming in that stem from just things that are like, things that literally come to her door. And because of her eloquent nature, her ability to kind of express what she feels, like the insights that she has as the King of Swords, she's going to be able to talk to people and bridge gaps. Usually the Lovers, I would say, is bridging a gap. I feel like she's going to divide people first before she bridges a gap, and then the Three of Cups in reverse, it's not going to be a fun thing to tell people. It's not like she ever like thinks, oh yeah, I can't wait to crash on people's parade. It's more so she just wants you to know, hey, this is what you're getting into, and there's something that we need to do before you can enjoy and walk in some truth. So she has this energy of like, serious now, fun later, you know, something like that with regards to her way of addressing certain topics and issues. We have the Queen of Pentacles making some more money. She's going to definitely be in the leadership role with regards to something. What's coming up with that one, Spirit? Wow. Problems to be resolved. We had that earlier, so let's just shuffle this and see what comes through. What do you mean by the Queen of Pentacles? What is there to say about this? I don't know why I'm hearing like, you know, a network, sorrow over a loss, losing a network or losing something, an opportunity on a network that's going to be happening for her. It's a journey that she needed to go on, so it's something that was not meant to last anyway. She's protected beyond her awareness. Yeah, short journey. So she has this was a short journey for her, being a part of some network that she was a part of. She was one of the younger ones in the group, and she brought some troubles and accusations her way because of her like maybe controversial topics. And then my ear, it's like kind of burning a little bit, so I don't know if she gets like kind of embarrassed or if someone embarrassed her or tried to embarrass her in front of other people. Beware of self-delusion is coming through. Hard work ahead. And then an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So she's just a very arrogant person in some regards. She really does fight back and bite back here. So she just has to be careful of not kind of getting ahead of herself, getting herself before the carriage, like getting herself. You see how there's like a carriage and a horse? I feel like she might just get her horse before the carriage, or in a sense, if that's correct, carriage before the horse sounds more correct in this situation, because the horse is usually pushing it. I feel like she wants the carriage to move before the horse does. She needs to just be careful and wary of trying to like accuse people too quickly. And I feel like people do tend to accuse her pretty quickly as well. So someone like, she just had some like beef or issues with regards to her network, or will have some beef with regards to her network soon. We have two cards, Dark Man, Unsuccessful Plans, and Happiness. Good luck. Damn. So there's some dark man that she has a friendship with that's coming through in this reading. The person that you made plans with, this is a dark man. It's kind of giving me like Kanye vibes. This person, it's not going to go too well. Is there anything you'd like to say about her relationship with Kanye? Because that's coming up here. go into some other section of it that we haven't really touched on. With regards to Kanye, since he has had an impact on her path. We have fear, worries, and tense situations with Kanye. I'm hearing Godzilla. Like, he really is like a Godzilla. His energy is so big and massive. I feel like he can really rain on a parade or do something really destructive to someone if he wanted to. Opportunities are waiting for you. Even though it's fearful, there's an opportunity for tense situations to erupt because of this relationship you have with Kanye. There's a lot of opportunities for happiness that come through his life. I mean, work, achievement, success. He's a very hardworking person. He does triumph over obstacles. He will get through obstacles fairly well. Whatever comes towards him, he does end up finding a solution. They're just telling you romance is in the air and happiness and well-being. This was meant for you. This relationship was meant for you. This partnership that you have with Kanye. It's just that this partnership will come with a slew of other people that try to talk about you or try to mess with you because of that. Don't be tempted to lower your standards and pay attention to your work. Stay true to your word at all costs. Just stay true to you. So it feels like her energy for her trajectory is just focusing on work, focusing on her path, opportunities knocking on our door, creating our opportunities before they're even there, in regards to bringing certain social topics up to people and judging or presenting it to people. It's not a bad thing at all. Is there anything else, Spirit, with regards to Kanye? Anything regarding Kanye or other people, whoever this dark person is? It could just be someone with dark hair. It could be someone else, not just Kanye. Is there anything else that you'd like to say in regards to specific Kanye? Birth or conception of a business, a child or enterprise, and I said business. I feel like they're going to start something together, something else. I'd be very interested to see what that would be and what that would entail. Yeah. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like my camera does not like to keep up with me. It tends to overheat a lot. So if you enjoyed this reading, this energetic exchange, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Doing so will help people see this message in the algorithm and also get people exposure to seeing what kind of things I do read on. I read on a number of people, not just celebrities in the music industry and in film, but politicians or speakers, people that speak out. So feel free to check out my other content if you'd like it. There's going to be a playlist on the right as well as related videos. But until next time, I'll see you then. Become a member if you want more exclusive content that I will not provide elsewhere. It'll be more specific. But take care. Bye.